My brothers and sisters, while we are helping people with water, with drink, with food, with so much more, you need to understand, underlying, you must help them with the good message of the deen of Allah. You must. And in order to be able to achieve that correctly, we need to look within ourselves to begin with, to rectify the weaknesses we have. Every one of us here today, and every one of us who may listen to this message later, we must admit we have weaknesses. We must identify those weaknesses. It might be yelling, screaming, shouting. It could be drugs, gambling, whatever else. It could be adultery. It could be so much more. Identify your weakness within yourself. Promise Allah you're going to work on it and start now. That's success. True success is when you are moving closer to Allah. Today, I decided I'm stopping to swear. Subhanallah. I met a friend of mine after a long time, a few weeks ago, and he told me, good news. I said, what? He said, I quit smoking. In my mind, I said, mashallah, brilliant news. Imagine if a person never read salah and suddenly they tell you, good news, I started doing salah. Wow, that's even better news. Don't you agree? A person who would tell you, good news, you know what, I used to be an alcoholic, I quit it. Subhanallah, that's amazing news. Someone hooked onto pornography, they say, I've stopped it. That is beautiful news. Subhanallah, we are talking business, it's more important than food and drink. Because food and drink, without it, something will happen. Subhanallah, you may lose this world, but you won't lose the hereafter. But if you don't have that connection with Allah that you're going to need to get into Jannatul Firdaus, subhanallah, there is going to be a big disaster on that day. That's why if you look at Revelation, whether it is the Torah, the Talmud, the Injil, all the books that were revealed to the previous prophets as well as the Quran, and we take cue from the Quran, every time Allah speaks of the greatest success, He speaks of the success of the hereafter. He speaks of the success of the hereafter. So may Allah make it easy for every one of us to earn a halal living. May Allah make it easy for every one of us to correct ourselves, improve ourselves on a daily basis, especially with those whom Allah has allowed you to interact with, starting with your own family members. And may Allah make it such that when we help people, we don't only give them material items, but we give them that which is far more important than material items, together with the material items, and that is the acquaintance of Allah. When someone looks at you, they should immediately think of Allah.